What is going on, guys? We are back with another video. Today we're doing another career resimulation on Madden 22, and today we are going to be doing it of Luke Kuechly, of course, one of the greatest linebackers of all time, and some people may think that's an over-exaggeration. It's really not. The man was just absolutely insane. The play rec of, I didn't give him 99 play rec because, he kind of needs to develop a little bit on his own in this, because he's still technically going to be a rookie. I just had to say technically, because the man went and won Defensive Rookie of the Year and then Defensive Player of the Year right afterwards. I think, if I'm correct, I think it was Lawrence Taylor is the only other guy to do that, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, let's take a look at Mr. Luke Kuechly. I actually kind of like the player face is actually really good. Let's see what it says. Always looks for the massive hit. That's just not true. Maintains poise at the catch point. Fair enough. Motor is always running hot. Fair enough. Often looks to rip the ball from runners. Kinda. Almost never penalized. Wait. Almost never penalized. That just... Almost never. Just... that words, man. Solid to good, great to elite, good to elite, great to elite, good to great, solid to good. Those are the things. Of course, A tackle, obviously, A power move, B finesse. That's just not true. It's the game line again, but literally 99 play rec, 99 tackle. Wanted to give it to him, but obviously didn't, because once again, he has to develop a little bit on his own, but the man was insane. The thing is, it's not like it's about him, but I feel the need to bring up Bobby Wagner, because anytime, this is kind of more of a Madden thing for me, even though it was also in real life. Anytime I think about Bobby Wagner, I think about Luke Kuechly. Anytime I think about Luke Kuechly, I think about Bobby Wagner. Those two were literally 1A, 1B for best linebacker in the league for that stretch. It was just crazy. They were always battling it out. Luke Kuechly pretty much always got the nod on him by a little bit. And I remember always in franchise, I would choose Wagner over him because he was just faster and stronger for hit power, but it was tough to pass on Luke Kuechly, and a lot of times I would do a fantasy draft, franchise with my friends. There would always be, those two would always be on a team. Every single time, they would always be on a user team. We only had like 4 or 5 people doing it at a time usually, but they were always, always on one of the user teams because they were just that good. But yeah, Luke Kuechly, obviously, kind of retired early. I'm going to be honest, I can't remember why. Was it just, trying to protect himself health-wise? I remember, the video kind of. It was, really shocking. It was, really sad. I really, honestly, probably should have rewatched it because I don't really remember. And I probably should for a video like this, but I suppose it's not super important. The whole point of this is to resim his career to see if he could do even better, which I just don't think he can. You can give him double the seasons in real life, and I just don't think so. Maybe statistically, tackles-wise, if you really want to count that, but the amount of all-pros and all that is just nearly impossible. So we'll see, but I do kind of want to see if maybe he can add to the interceptions total a little bit. His interceptions weren't crazy high, so maybe we can do that at least. And Atlanta? Hello? What the hell roster did I load up? I was thinking it was the Michael Vick roster because I made that video like a week ago. They got rugs, but that's not obviously that's not enough to do it. But okay, that's kind of something. I don't know how the hell they just won the Super Bowl. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the draft. Obviously, in the top 10 is where Luke Kuechly will be, at least projected-wise, just like real life. I don't know about where he'll actually go, but maybe even higher, which kind of sucks in a way, because I would assume the higher teams are going to suck, but maybe that means more stats for him. Obviously, he'll be out there on the field more, you would assume. And yes, this probably means we'll do a Patrick Willis one as well. He was very good as well, and probably my favorite, way more of my favorite, which is, I don't know, and it's just, I love the speed and the hit power, what can I tell you? But yeah, we'll probably do one for him as well. He retired a little early as well. But I don't know if he was really, in my opinion, even though I really loved him, was on the same level as Kuechly. The man is just literally a quarterback on defense. It's probably where you actually got the term, at least for a linebacker, right? And a lot of quarterbacks here. Once again, we're not using a real class, if you couldn't tell. The Bills, Yes, a team that's good. Of course, there was still some pretty good teams up here, and we did see a Bills one recently, but Luke Kuechly is a Buffalo Bill. Actually, what am I thinking? I actually kind of wanted him on, like, I don't know, the Steelers or something, because for one, it would have looked sick, and two, the Bills are actually kind of bad in Sim, so wow, this is probably the most quarterbacks I've ever seen in the top 10. Like, that, what was that, 5? That's crazy. But we'll obviously take a look at Luke Kuechly's ratings. In the game, I believe, as a rookie, he was an 81 overall. They gave him a lot better stats than I did because, well, they're just crazy back in the day. They gave him like 95 tackling, you know, a bunch of... I will say they also made him slower than he should have been. I think he was like 84 speed or something in the game. Like, what are you doing? Or was it 86 speed, 84 excel? I don't know, but he was a lot faster than that. How many quarterbacks? How many quarterbacks was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the top 10. How many of these guys are actually hidden? One normal, a hidden. Number 1 overall pick's got to be hidden, right? Hidden. And then the Giants. They literally just drafted a slow Daniel Jones, dude. Oh my god, the Giants. They literally just... They might as well just get freaking Jameis Winston. Although I guess he eats the W's, they eat the L's. Whatever. Let's take a look at Kuechly. 79 overall, of course. 6'3", 21 years old. Retired at 28. Hit power was 79 in the game. I would have probably given him something like 83. So I probably should have. But 86 speed, 87 excel, 84 agility, 90 jumping, 72 catching. What else do we have? 75 zone coverage. They gave him 49 man, which, I mean, a little bit debatable. Obviously, definitely better in zone, but what linebacker isn't, in fairness. Play rec of 85, pursuit 82, blocks 82. If I was going to make him, like, myself, based on how he played after his rookie year, it would be a completely different story, but I can see why the ratings are a little bit lower at certain stuff, but still really good. You know, if you're in a user league and you're drafting him, you're a little disappointed by the speed and excel. You're like, okay, I guess. But the thing that gets you going is the block shed, the jumping and the catching, which is just something you can't really get in-game often. And, of course, I did make him an X Factor because he just, that's what he was. And like I said, with the Buffalo Bills, dude, they have a really good team, but they just suck in Sim for some reason. Just like he kind of started for Carolina, we actually had him, you know, as the outside. I know he's playing, you know, his actual position's middle linebacker, but we had him at left outside linebacker. You know, 134 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 0.5 sacks with an interception, 11 deflections, 66 catches allowed. That stat is just completely random. It's just like how we proved kicking stats are just completely random. But yeah, Josh Allen was awful, but I want to see a Super Bowl victory, right? Because Luke got there. Cam Newton kind of didn't want to jump on the ball, but, you know, they got there. As the Cardinals, another bird. No win this time for the bird as the Chiefs win. At least the Falcons were able to, you know, hand one loss to the Chiefs who win every single time in Sim. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you guys would like to see from future career resimulations or simulations or Blast in the Past players. I have a list, probably about 10 at the moment, that I absolutely want to do. I don't really want to repeat too many, if at all. Maybe Blast in the Past I will, because it's fun to actually use them. But as far as like resimming, you know, you don't really need to resim a player we've already resimmed. I've got a list. And maybe you can add to that list by letting me know in the comment section below. Also, if you guys enjoy these videos, maybe leave a subscription. Maybe subscribe if you're new, and you know, leave a like perhaps if you like it. You know, you can come back later and like it. You know, I don't expect you to like it this early, or at all. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, we did a video for the Lions recently, and they didn't want to spend money. The Bills are like, oh, don't you worry, pal. We will spend that money. Of course, they get a defensive tackle. Looks amazing. You know, I don't want to throw the term Aaron Donald around too much, but, you know, Aaron Donald. They go for another middle linebacker. Of course, he's hidden, but, like, why? How many middle linebackers do they need? All right, so I probably should have looked if Luke Kuechly won Rookie of the Year or not. I mean, I'll probably look anyways, but We did release Matt Milano just because Wilkerson, I mean, he's literally basically better for Madden terms because of how fast he is. Milano's like an 81 overall, 29-year-old that saved about $6 million. You know, he's a good player, but just, you know, it doesn't make any sense to keep him when you draft a guy like Wilkerson. But this is actually not a bad team. This is a sick defense. I don't even know how you'd pass on them, to be honest. It really just comes down to, can the offense play better? Because obviously Josh Allen did not do super well. And then who's this? A rookie superstar development trade tight end? Well, he was a rookie, obviously. What is happening? How is this team so good already? The Bills at 6-11 do not really seem to improve here. Maybe we shouldn't have been celebrating him going to the Bills. 140 tackles, 1 interception, 1.5 sacks. I don't know how I'm going to calculate all-pro. Do I just say pro? Nah, Pro Bowl isn't all-pro, though. I guess, like... I guess we'll have to take a look at every single season just to see where he ranked on the best linebacker compared to other, you know, actual coverage linebackers, if you will. He did not get Rookie of the Year, so he's already doesn't have that. He did not get Defensive Player of the Year. He's already, you know, behind on that as well. So, you know, just saying. But for best linebacker, we see that... We wouldn't be able to tell because literally only one of these guys is like an actual quote-unquote coverage linebacker. So, all right, I guess. The Bills draft quarterback at 6 overall. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. DT in the second round. Didn't really need one, but I suppose you can have some depth. And then a linebacker, which they obviously needed. The best, you know, trio of linebackers in the league. But you need to add another one, obviously. With the way these teams draft... I honestly have no idea how we don't win a Super Bowl by year 3 every single time. It must just be terrible RNG on the simulations. That's literally it. Pick 6 overall quarterback when X-Factor Josh Allen is 28 years old and at least seems to be on contract for another couple of years. Yeah, I love it. I love it, EA. I mean, that is just despicably bad. Like, that is just, like, Hello, Wilkerson? Were you an X-Factor as well? Yeah, can we not have, you know, him be an X-Factor? Not that, that's not like an actual play, that's me joking. I obviously, you know, drafting an outside linebacker when you need one kind of is okay. But drafting a quarterback, this team is drafted really well outside of that quarterback, though. I got to give it to him. This team is nutso mode. Quarterback 6th overall when you got Josh Allen, dude. Literally, because he's an X-Factor, may be the best quarterback in the game. Just saying. Let's see what abilities he actually has. Or did they not give him more? Yeah, the escape artist and quick draw. If you gave him gunslinger, which, I mean, if you were going to be fair, so set feet a lead, that would be fair. And then gunslinger, which is obviously fair. And then, I suppose, Dashing Deadeye. I mean, he's literally the best in the league. And then, obviously, Bazooka. I mean, it's just... I don't get it. Got 5 active quarterbacks on the roster. Oh, my God. 8 and 9, I mean, they're getting better. But I'm really, once again, just not sure how this team isn't performing better than they have. Devin Singletary's even better than I would have expected. Nearing 4 1,000-yard receivers. Offensive line play, not terrible. Luke Kuechly, 3 interceptions. Not bad, actually. 5 tackles for a loss, 140 tackles again. Sack on top of it. No forced fumbles or recoveries or anything like that. Maybe because of the 3 picks on top of the tackles. Maybe has a chance of becoming an all-pro on this season. We'll see. Von Miller, TJ Watt, Josh Allen, Kendrick. So Eric Kendricks is going to be giving Luke Kuechly a run for his money. Not even close. All right, pick 14, and they're killing the draft again. Of course, hidden development trade. I didn't guarantee this guy was hidden, but just based on the overalls, pretty high chance. Like, this guy's guaranteed. Yeah, like, anything in the, like, decently high 70s for a center is automatically hidden. A little surprised this guy was hidden. He's also extremely slow, but wow. I mean, they also got a 70 overall wide receiver. He is, you know, 23, but super speedy. Not a bad draft class. Once again, last year was pretty bad, I will admit, but not bad here at all. Bills at 9 and 8 can't make the playoffs. Amari Rodgers is #1 in the league. Okay, that's interesting. Josh Allen at least is playing well. Devin Singletary, better than I've ever seen him play, actually. Almost 1,000-yard receivers. This time it is Dawson Knox that doesn't get involved in the fun, if you will. As Luke Kuechly has 2 interceptions, no sacks, which is a little dumb because obviously he was pretty good at going after the quarterback. 133 tackles, so less than normal. A couple of deflections, 3 of them. I'm just like worried that it's just not going to happen for him because, you know, the stats are kind of just the same. Like certain positions, there isn't really much differentiating between ratings. Tremaine Edmonds, what did he do? Wait, what did he do? Hello? Is it because he's on the outside they gave him a bunch of sacks, perhaps? It is 12.5 sacks, and he still didn't win best linebacker. That's harsh. Wide receiver at pick 16. They are absolutely killing the draft. I know he's normal and his traits suck, but for what matters in sim, speed, you know, that's kind of what they, size. Running back, Miles Redman. I like the dual threatness of him, which is good. Tight end's probably a wasted pick, but I mean, kind of a fun user pick if you were going to actually use him. Right tackle probably sucks. Wide receiver, Daquan Patterson, another decently fast guy. Gives me Quez Watkin vibes. And he lost the S because he was so fast. He just forgot the S behind Quez Watkin. It's kind of like a speed run because like there's not much differentiating in stats. But let's take a look if the team changed any. Who is this? Rashawn Boast. I mean, he's good, but he's not the Boast we have. Did he have to? He did. He had to. Tyler Lockett's an X Factor. He kept his career going long with that. Look at the X Factors on defense, bruh. Wow. It's a good team. Ooh, I was about to skip to the Super Bowl because I'm like, oh, here's another season missing the playoffs. But it was because they actually got a bye week. Josh Allen on top of the league didn't change anything about the team. Well, since the beginning. I put them on Tampa out the gate just so they wouldn't run it as much. And only now did they actually kind of dominate. Oh, really good rushing numbers as well. Knox, get over there to that 1,000-yard range. Kuechly, it's not great, right? Like, he forced a fumble, but it's not great when it comes to the seasonal stats. Let's take a look at what his overall is. A 94 overall now with near 99 tackling, 95 block. Oh my god! If they can get his man coverage up, but wow, he's insane. 91 pursuit, 92 play rec, 84 awareness. He did get an 80 hit power finally. 97 man though, or a tackle though, with 88 zone. That is really good. Number 3 ranked linebacker. Let's see what his other thing is. Lumberjack. What does that do? Demoralizer makes a lot of sense. It's a terrible ability, but like, even though he's not really a hit sticker, I just consider him a demoralizer in general. But let's see it. Can he win a Super Bowl? I mean, he hasn't really done much in terms of like personal awards, but a Super Bowl would definitely, add some question marks. I suppose the All-Pros are the huge thing in his career, and they already lost. The All-Pros are the huge thing in his real-life career, but in-game, maybe that's our way of getting around it, is, a couple of Super Bowls probably outweighs the All-Pros if he's playing well anyways, as Josh Allen was the MVP of the league. I mean, there's just no chance he's Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, tackles just aren't going to get you there. And then once again, with the linebacker thing, it's Edmonds is getting more wins than he is. Once again, though, similar to the kicker experiment I did, the question I have is, are the stats the only thing that matters, or is it the overall that helps, right? Like, let's say you have Cam Newton, it's a good example because he's like OP in sim. You have Cam Newton do really well. Do you have a better chance of winning because he's doing well, or does his overall as a whole drop the team, right? You know what I mean? So, like, Cam Newton's doing well, so obviously the team's doing well. They should be doing well. But in sim, if you have a 70 overall Cam Newton going up against a 99 overall, let's say, Tom Brady, if, let's say, Cam Newton had a better regular season, better playoffs, he's just playing better, would they still give you the nod because he's playing better, or it's like, okay, well, the overall is better, so Tom Brady's going to get the automatic win? You know what I mean? It's really weird the way I said it, and I'm not really explaining it well, but I mean, you should understand, right? Like, does it matter actually how you play, or is it the actual players overall, Like with the 99 overall, very high overall Luke Kuechly, even though he's only getting, average tackle numbers, average interceptions, and forced fumbles like we normally see from most of the linebackers. But because he's a high overall, does that give the team a better chance to win when, kind of rolling the sim? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Pick 27, they went with a Frank Westerman. Frank West is actually the name of the main character in Dead Rising, I believe. Really good game, actually. Decent game series. Really good player. I don't know what his development trait is, but, a bunch of catching traits as well. Jermaine Ramsey. Kind of fun, no aggressive catch, but aggressive catch doesn't even exist in the game anyways. And, yeah, I mean, it's not their best draft, but that running back could be absolutely filthy. And, I mean, I imagine he is. He's super fast. What was he? I think he's like 5'10". 5'11", 200. That's pretty good, though. Playoffs. Are we back? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't see any of our players on there, so I can't imagine. Josh Allen seemed to have a decent year, I suppose. Defensively, ooh. Tackles were down, but 4 interceptions. They love their interceptions. They caught a couple of fumbles and such. Let's take a look. Maybe he won an All-Pro. Technically, we'll call it All-Pro if he's the best non-pass rushing linebacker. And was he? Where's my boy? Number 9. Bruh! Okay, are any of these guys coverage? I can. Okay, thank you. Because I wasn't going to look at all those youngsters. Hey, that's for a different day, and we are not in the playoffs. Oh my god, this has been a disaster. I don't know if I'm going to be doing many middle linebacker ones again. This one doesn't really seem like it's working out the way I want it to, right? Like, because there's no actual All-Pro. So, like, the ratings, it kind of goes off of dumb ratings, right? So, I don't, it is what it is. We're already more than halfway through it, or about halfway through it anyways, so we'll just live with it. Wait. 5th year options? Since when was this in the game? Bro, I don't remember 5th year options being in the game anymore. I'm going to say yes. I don't even know who the hell that is, to be honest, but yeah, do it. I do not remember this being in the game. It was at one point, and I thought they removed it. Okay, well, that's something. The Bills, pick 7 overall with a 79 overall left tackle. Finesse is insane. Yeah, he is pretty good. I would say that's probably a 79 overall with that speed, too. Is this the best lineman of all time? At least in Madden? If he's Superstar, he is. Or if he's the rare X Factor. Nope, sir. I think they still have the X Factor glitch where linemen can be X Factors. It's very rare, but I thought people were trolling me. I thought people were baiting me out. They're like, oh, look at me. I drafted a 99 speed X Factor lineman. Look at that. Definitely not cheating there. But I personally experienced it. So I think multiple times, maybe 2 or 3. So, yeah. All right, looking at the team. Boast is the team, starting running back. Robertson's still here, which is surprising. Diggs is still decent. Kramer, an X Factor 27-year-old. Okay, that's a pretty good signing. Lockett's still here. Davis is still here. Barch's huge face is still here. What about the defense? It seems like everyone's intact on defense. A little bit of regression, but this is one of the best teams in football, and they can't make the playoffs. Nice. One last hurrah. I don't know who the hell that is. Not going to click it because it's probably some player that has like 10 years left in him. 5 years left in him, even though, ironically, we're doing a video about Luke Kuechly, so maybe it's Luke Kuechly. Could you imagine? I would be pissed, dude. I'd be punching people. Amari Rodgers is the GOAT, apparently. Josh Allen, not super great touchdown of it. Hey! Luke Kuechly is just not good, dude. How can you be a 98 overall, almost 99, and you're basic? You're basic. He's basic. What is wrong? Like, he's doing nothing. He's doing nothing. Awards, he doesn't even have a Pro Bowl. Just retire him already. I don't understand. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point. In this situation, he should be dropped in dev, right? He should be like star dev. I get he's a high overall, but he's literally basic. He's not even in the top 5 for coverage linebackers on the AFC side, it seems. I'm sorry, Luke, but you're a star dev. I don't know what to tell you. He should have been star for years now, but he should be happy that he's just, kind of falling under the radar. Joe Burrow's a freaking Giants. Interesting. Actually, he's, pretty average height. I mean, he's like literally not even on the list. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Draft recap. Okay, they did get a guy that's hidden. I'd imagine they want him at right tackle. I don't know why you would draft a left tackle when you have a left tackle if you were going to put him at the other tackle spot, you know? Just make no sense. So, going to move him over to right tackle for him. He has star development trait, kind of expected. 68 overall DT. Not promising. Actually, not terrible. A right tackle. I guess I don't know. Maybe they're going to play a backup right tackle. Paul McKinney. Really good. 89 power. Damn. Okay, I want to take one look. Maybe you guys already seen it, but what are the chances the guy who has 89 power move doesn't have bull rush? Oh, they gave it to him. Oh, they're lucky. Oh, yeah, lucky. 89 power move out the gate. I don't care what your dev is. All right, the offense, Westerman. He was a good player when he was drafted. He's 23 now, so he still does have some time, but, you know, it would have been nice to see him actually starting right away. Oh, they do need... Wait. Is this the guy? What the hell, man? I'll fix it for him. You know, it's a good team. It's still a pretty good team. I don't know how this team isn't just dominating, but sure, I guess. Playoffs! In him. Not a very impressive way to get there, but we got there. Once again, we as in, you know, we're a part of this team technically. I really don't care, but, you know, it's still something. Wait, how many? I thought it was 700 yards. I was like, damn, son. That's a lot of yards. Rushing, of course. Kuechly's being outplayed by Wilkerson, and it makes me sad. It just makes me sad, because this is the Luke Kuechly video, not the Wilkerson video, although he has more forced fumbles. It's just, it's not right, dude. This is actually a crime. I mean, he's not going to win an All-Pro. He's not even going to make a damn Pro Bowl. This has been awful. I'm just going to say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow. I'm not going to be doing another linebacker one, I'll tell you what. But let's see if he can win a Super Bowl. Maybe he can win one. Maybe there's a chance, and he will not. This is juiced. We're done for. They grabbed a corner. That was one of their bigger needs, I'd imagine. Gerald Horton. Gerald, dude. I don't think anyone's named Gerald these days. Gerald. I don't know. I'll tell you what. There's going to be a lot of Isabels and Isabellas growing in like 10 years or so. Everyone I've ever known that's a child is Isabella. Everyone's kid that's named. I don't know how. I don't know how, but it happens. The Bills are back in the playoffs here. One last hurrah. I'm going to take a look at the team, the overalls. I just want to make sure it's not going to be Kuechly. Once again, it very well could be, because that's like real life. It's not Allen. Don't tell me it's Lockett or Diggs. I don't really care. Evan Ingram's a 66 overall. Oh my god, but let's take a look at the numbers. Josh Allen was very good in the league for yards. Touchdowns weren't great, but the running back obviously had a lot. Defensively, Kuechly with 4 picks. I think the most in his season for him. Just if you look at the tackles and all that along with it. Probably his best season, right? I'd imagine. He had a fumble recovery and a force. No touchdowns, unfortunately, but good enough to maybe take a look if he got an All-Pro. Once again, the only way he can beat his real-life self, and he has still potentially like another 5 seasons in him, why would I go to this, is if he wins a couple of Super Bowls, and even then, that's still a team thing, so you can't really even argue that, and Kuechly just won't even beat his own teammate, Tremaine Edmonds, who's, I mean, regressing, I would say, faster than he is, but let's see it against the Patriots. Maybe he has a chance to win a ring or two. I don't know. And it's just... the insta losses. We haven't really paid attention to the playoff stats too much because they just haven't really been super significant. But let's take a look at if he, played any sort of significance to the game. A bunch of, a lot of tackles, tackle for a loss. It's just, they didn't win. I mean, there's not really much he could have done. He's a linebacker versus, all the other positions. So, which is why we kind of, talk about how, yeah, the Super Bowls would be nice and all, but realistically, his individual awards as a non-skill position player probably make it very hard to match in any realm, let alone a Madden, kind of simulation where it's almost always edge rushers that win, the best kind of awards. But the Steelers win the bowl over the Falcons. The question is, will Kuechly still be here? This was a contract year for him. Also, will he go up to superstar? Also, will I ever be able to stay in the EA servers when going to the offseason? Good news, Kuechly's a superstar. I don't know if I would call it bad news, but bad news, if you will. He's no longer on the Bills. We're looking at how the Bills ranked in overall. A lot of the overalls were probably about like an 83 to 85. They were an 87 overall team, and he joins a team that is an 83 overall. I don't know how to feel about this, but at the end of the day, it's not my doing to feel any certain way about it. I suppose, it just happens. They were close to making the playoffs, but no cigar. This division is still kind of in shambles. First, Luke Kuechly, Vikings draft. Ooh, 76 overall, wide receiver, normal development trait. Actually, kind of like Adam Thielen, right? Good route runner out the gate, just fast enough. Kind of has the build of him. I'm pretty sure that's kind of the size of Thielen, right? Yeah, 6'2". Literally couldn't live without him. 201. This guy's 203. Pretty clutch, actually. Zach Garland, another normal development trait guy, but a very good player. Automatic starter, actually. And then free safety, Javier Drummond. It's very lacking. Running back, Juan Morrison. I kind of glanced at the team. I don't remember seeing Dalvin Cook. But then again, maybe I'm just so used to seeing him there that when I seen him, I was just like, I don't really, it's expected, But I don't think I did. Yeah, he's not there. Adkins, please be young at least. 25, that's kind of young. He's kind of a dual threat. Justin Jefferson at 32 is still a god, though. Damn, son. That's pretty filthy. Not a bad-looking team. I don't know about all the ages, but not bad. Who the hell is Camp? 29 years old. X Factor. Really good. No block shedding, though. This is a 3-4 now, which is interesting, but okay. What was the name of the guy that just got drafted? Okay, so right outside linebacker, because he needs to start out the game. This guy's actually really good. He's just normal. Back to where we started. 5-12. Can't wait to see the Bills win the Super Bowl this year, by the way. It's going to be super sick. Let's take a look at the defense. Luke Kuechly still playing pretty well, but not as good as last year. And more importantly, once again, we're not going to be doing middle linebacker resims. I'm sorry, Patrick Willis. I'm sorry, dude. What can I tell you? There's nothing I can do, man. There's just nothing I can do. There's no differentiating in stats. There's no extra sacks one year or extra picks or a couple forced fumbles, whatever. It's all basic stats, and they're never going to win awards. You're only going to see coverage linebackers win awards when you're actually in a user league getting picks and all that, but Giants win the Super Bowl over the Chiefs, which, at least it's not the Bills, I guess. They drafted quarterback. Their quarterback was on the older side. I was about to say it has to be normal if he's this good out the gate. This guy's got a cannon, 95 throw power, really good accuracies. What is he? Trigger happy sense of pressure. He's pretty damn good, obviously. He's wearing number 21, which makes you want to throw up. Corliss Andrews, interesting name. Very good player. If you could switch that excel and that speed, you'd be juiced. But still a good player. DT, hidden development trait, Kyle Peck. Really good looking draft so far. Running back, Stockton. Decent, I suppose. But it's a really good class. And if they don't have a guy that they have a number that's under 20, I'm going to be pissed. Even if it's like 19, which is just disgusting. Oh, the Vikings are in it. They're going against the team that took the division with the same record. I can't really see any names here that I think, we started the rookie for them because he had literally like the same ratings. The only difference is the starter was a little bit higher overall because of awareness. I was like, screw it, start the rookie. Adkins was okay. I don't really care about any of this stuff. Let's take a look at Kuechly. 5 picks. That has got to be the most of his career in a season, right? Like, I don't see that being something he replicated any other year, right? Yeah, a couple of decent seasons here, last 3 years at least. Obviously, only 2 in Minnesota, but not bad. 5 interceptions, most in a season. Let's take a look at best linebacker. He might have actually snuck his way up there. I don't think he would have gotten Defensive Player of the Year, but yeah, not even wait, was that? Yeah. Wait, no, that was offense, wasn't it? Yeah, hold up. No, it wasn't offense. Never mind. Linebacker on the list. Oh, wait. Hello. Wrong conference. I forgot we're in the NFC now. Not that it matters because he's 9th anyways. But chance at a Super Bowl. Probably unlikely, but 88 overall. Not bad. But not good enough, unfortunately. Let's take a look at the Bills are in it because That's kind of the whole situation now. Was his former team in it, and they were not the Panthers, but obviously that's a different realm of reality, and they lose anyways. 32-year-old Kuechly, he's in 89 overall, but he's still pretty good, obviously. X Factor and all. 98 play rec, 88 pursuit, 84 awareness, but that play rec is probably more important than awareness. I'm not actually sure if anyone's done like an experiment on any of that, but I would imagine the ratings are just so insignificant for most things that it just wouldn't matter anyways, so you wouldn't be able to even test it anyways, because you have to play it by eye, and, what can you really even see the difference? Lionel Cooks, they grab another wide receiver. This guy, though, looks nuts. 6'1", 187, super fast. I think he had all the traits as well. Guy looks great, and he is a superstar. That is amazing out the gate. He's wearing number 86, though, which is disgusting. Stephen Parker, I don't know if they got rid of the other edge, but I don't see why they needed that. Fast running back, probably isn't good, though. Shaq Brewer, wow, that zone coverage sucks. He's not super athletic either. And then another corner. This guy looks way better. 6'3", 90 speed, 93 excel. That's the guy you start if you're going to start one of them. Not a perfect season, but a playoff season nonetheless. This time it is the Lions that take the division instead of into the Bears. But I suppose we're consistently there, even if we're not consistently winning the division. Let's take a look at Luke Kuechly, who, he's keeping up with his numbers. The 3 interceptions is all right. Nothing special, once again, like I said. We're kind of just, going through the motions at this point because outside of a Super Bowl win, there's not really much that's exciting happening for a middle linebacker, right? There's no differentiating at all. And then they lose again, dude. With the running backs and wide receivers, sometimes they have sick touchdown numbers. Sometimes they do really well. Sometimes they do pretty poorly. Linebacker, as long as they're starting, the Lions. Oh, the Lions. Oh, the Lions. The Jags win another Super Bowl, it seems. But, the linebackers, as long as they're starting, about 100 tackles, a couple of picks, nothing special. No, 10-pick season, like an absolute god. Just, pretty basic stuff. I was looking for Luke Kuechly. I was like, did they get rid of him? No, he's just an 84 overall. He is reaching the end of the road very shortly. Let's actually see 6 zone coverage dropped. Still absolutely insane. Definitely usable, but that's pretty significant. All right, 76 overall, left end Mark Wilkins. Wait a minute. Something's a little off about this. Maybe the fact that he's 302 pounds with 84 speed, 85 excel. What the hell? That's OP as hell. That is actually broken, dude. That's insane. Let's take a look at the dev. Star dev, 23. He's still really sick, though. Faster than the... it's not really an edge rusher, but I don't think I would play him as a coverage guy, right? Once again, consistency. Number 2. Maybe not number 1, but number 2 every time. Which is usually what we take when we actually play in the playoffs. Schwartz still not performing super well. I suppose it's probably a heavier run team than anything. Luke Kuechly was the number 2. Was the number 2 sub as well, I believe. And you can see Rhodes did have a better season, but he still played pretty well. Once again, these awards aren't going to really be a thing. After this season, I'm going to quick take a look at his stats because he could just retire up out of nowhere here. I also dropped him to Superstar because obviously he's not playing like an X Factor. And once again, another enter the playoffs and then lose instantly. Jeez, man. Let's take a look at the career numbers. 28 interceptions, 1,652 tackles, only 73 tackles for a loss, which is pretty low. I want to know what the numbers are in real life for him, who played, potentially almost half of what he will here. Yeah, he has 75 in real life through 8 seasons, whereas Kuechly here has 13 seasons, and he has 73, which is just nuts. 12.5 sacks in real life, 14.5 here. Obviously, pressures don't really count. Interceptions, 18 in real life, 28 here, so a little bit better on that. Tackles about 1,100, which, probably equates to almost even, probably a little bit better in real life. But yeah, this is proven that, maybe he made the right call. It would have been nice to see him win a Super Bowl ring, but I think maybe he made the right call. We probably could have looked at his awards, but I honestly don't even know if he has a single one here in this resim. He may actually not even have gotten a Pro Bowl. He didn't! His only award is that he was drafted high. Oh, my lord. I suppose that's... talking about me personally, that's my only award I care about, right? I mean, I suppose once you get the money, then you can start caring about other things. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly, I don't even know if Kuechly's still here, but this cornerback looks sick, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll show him anyways. He is not. I wonder if he's even in the league. I'd imagine so. He is a Patriot. That actually seems like something that could happen, or would have happened, I suppose. I mean, that makes no sense. 5-12. Every new team he goes to, 5-12. Every new damn team. Now it's talked about the Bills or the Vikings if they make it. Kuechly with some sacks. A little surprised. He was the sub linebacker, but this guy was like the starter. Maybe they actually played similar snaps. Oh, he actually played more. The sub, I guess, plays just way more. But, okay, I mean, once again, nothing special. I mean, that could be his last season as well. Like, this could be the most, like, anticlimactic ending ever. Like, well, I mean, it's not really anticlimactic if the whole thing is just like, you know. And Luke Kuechly has officially retired. He played 1 season on the Patriots, and the Patriots didn't even come close to the playoffs. That was just a brutal one. Obviously, he crushed this sim. Most of the resims we do are like 90% of the time it's better on the resim, but this one wasn't even close. Real life Kuechly smoked this one. It's just not even close. Just statistically, like, you know, averaging per year. And then when you factor in the All-Pros, it's just not even comparable. No Defensive Rookie of the Year, no Defensive Player of the Year, not a single Pro Bowl, not a single All-Pro. Real-life Luke Kuechly was one of a kind and clearly not replicable, especially in Madden. Just such a smart player. Kind of sucks we didn't get to see more of him. At the same time, though, if he would have stuck it out with the Panthers, I don't really think he would have saw that Super Bowl chance anyways. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's not the worst situation. I think he kind of got out when it was best time, honestly. You look back at it, Luke Kuechly kind of just crushed it. His career was great. His ending was a good decision. I mean, what else could you ask for as a player in the NFL? Anyways, though, that was it. Once again, sorry for being a little iffy. We're definitely not doing middle linebackers again. If we're going to do defense, it's probably a pass rusher or, you know, someone on the D-line like DT, DN, outside linebacker, pass rush, not coverage, or corner perhaps, just because I want to see what kind of like the highest numbers for picks are. I think not the company that makes movies, but the the highest interceptions. I think I've seen 7, maybe up to 9 in Sim, and I don't know if you can go any higher. And it'd be kind of cool to see like a Super Ball Hog Beast resimmed. I don't know, but I have a bunch of players. A lot of them are running backs, so I try to mix them up so it's not just running back. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe if you're new. We do tons of franchise stuff, typically actually playing the game or more interesting resims / rebuilds. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. Maybe check out the second channel as well, Pierre Plays. That would be great. But until next video, see ya! It's Danny Trejo! Look! So I don't want to, like, be that guy, but, like, just to recap, they brought Danny Trejo in here to make tacos. Is he cooking with a machete? Of course he is. Yep, that's... What is this? What have I done? What have I come back to? Just 3 of them. This is gonna be bad. Oh! Was that a suicide deer?